Hey everybody, I am super excited. Just wanted to share some makeup tips today. And we are working with the Artistry collection, Artistry Studio collection specifically. I have already done my foundation, I have already done my brows, so we're going to start off with doing some blush. So we are using our Artistry Studio On The Go palette from the Bangkok edition, and these are the colors, super pretty. So you can see there's eyeshadows and there's blushes, and these are mineral based, so you can actually use them anywhere. I'm going to be combining these three for my blush today. Right now we're just doing some highlighting. I love these colors because they are super shimmery. You can see lots of pinks, lots of golds in them. The highlighter up here is so shimmery and shiny. It is my absolute favorite. Now I'm going to combine these two. Super pretty. You can see the pinks. All right, there, see? All right, so now we have our color. Just gonna wipe my brush off a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of blending with, this is our Artistry Studio New York edition. This is the Midtown Medium. This one is no longer available, but we do have our Liberty Light still available and Downtown Deep, and both are also great. They are just super fun because they have different options. They have totally different combinations, but they're really just great, and I really love them because they create an opportunity for you to have, you know, a really simple look, but you can also dramatize it if you want to. So I love, I'm using shade number 4 in this palette right now. I'm using it as my all over face powder to kind of blend things a little bit, make them less harsh lines. Make sure I get down here good because we don't need any foundation lines. One other small trick I like to do is I like to take my eyeshadow brush. This shade number 1 right here is a super light, very skin tone color, very beige-ish color. I go underneath my eyes just to kind of give a little bit of color up there, a little bit of brightness instead of this color. You can see there is a pretty significant difference. So I obviously want to lighten those. We want to look younger. So that is one thing I do like to do. You can see they already look better. So that is that. And then we are going to start with our eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Bangkok On The Go palette. We're going to combine shade number 1 and shade number 2 for our eyes. We're going to start just sweeping everywhere on our eyes. I really love shade number 1. I love shade number 2 as well, but I love shade number 1 because it's very gold toned and it's got some shimmer to it, and it's just a really great base color. A peachy color. color in number 2 is really pretty too. Make sure to get all the way in that lash line, get all the way over. All right. Good. Now we are going to take our Gold Crush shimmery cream eyeshadow. You can see, super shimmery, super pretty. I use my finger for these. It's the easiest way to apply them. And it's really great for on the go. You just use your ring finger. The tip with the ring finger, I learned this a long time ago. This is the finger that has the least amount of muscle tension in it. So it's light, and that will help keep your eyes looking younger, because the skin around your eyes is actually as thin as a layer of onion. So it's like tissue paper almost. So that's where you show aging first. So you definitely want to preserve that as best you can. So right now, what I'm doing is I am utilizing this cream eyeshadow in Gold Crush on the inner part of my eye. See, just like that. And this stuff you want to be careful with because it does dry somewhat quickly, which is great because it's less room for smudging. But if it gets too dry on your finger while you're applying it, you do gotta kind of rub it off a little bit. So these are really great because they actually have a built-in primer, so they have really good staying power. They last a really long time. They last up to 8 hours, and I don't know about you friends, but I have oily skin in my eyes, and so staying is a beautiful thing when it comes to eyeshadow. I hate the midday, who am I kidding, mid-morning crease, that sometimes occurs. I am learning how to combat that actually, which is great. But you definitely want something with a base in it, with a primer base in it, because that will help things to stay put, which we like. All right, see? More on the left eye. Nice and even. Okay. Now wiping that off. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna go back to our palette, the Bangkok on the Go palette, and we are going to take this shade number 3. These are super concentrated, so it never hurts to dab some of it off. And so what we're going to do is now we're going to go on the other half of our eyelid. This is super deep brown color, super pretty. We're doing the outer half and the crease of our eye. No worries, this is easy to correct if you feel like you mess up. Lots of blending, friends, lots of blending. Sometimes fingers work good for blending. you want to blend real good. You don't want a hard line between where your shimmer stops and where your brown starts. Super pretty. This is the first time I'm trying this look, just so you guys know. So I'm in this experimenting with y'all. But I saw the look done by someone who works very closely with the Artistry Studio brand, and she is a brand ambassador. Her name is Andrea DeVos. She is super talented, and I love watching the combinations she comes up with. So decided I want to try it. So we're looking good. Alrighty. So now what we are going to do, we are going to take our Smoky Nights Shimmering Cream eyeshadow. It's a little bit darker, and we are going to use that over top of the brown we just used. This one is really fun. It's a very bronzy color. I am absolutely in love with it. Bear with me, I'm just making sure I got all the other color off before I dig in. Alright, super nice and creamy. And here we go. Alright, that is looking so pretty, so shimmery. Love it. I just love how smoothly this glides on. So easy. I don't know about y'all, but I like things that make my routine easier. And I like things that I can do with my fingers because it makes on the go a lot easier. Look at that. Oh, so shiny. Love shiny. Some days I like matte, some days I do not. Just kind of depends on what I'm wearing, kind of depends on how glam we want to go. All right, I feel like my finger is sufficiently cleaned off now. All right, so these shimmering cream eyeshadows, there is a third color that I am going to be getting pretty soon. It is called Silver Violet, but it's also just super pretty. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our palette. This palette is our best friend right now. And I am going to take shade number 1, this yellow color, and I'm just going to sweep it over my brow bone a little bit here, just to kind of buff out that edge and give us some shimmer underneath the brow. Kind of clean it up a little bit over here. Okay, now using my eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go to our highlighter, and I'm going to go right on the inside of my eyes. Also, another trick to help brighten your eyes and take away from the under eye circles, which if you are like me, you definitely want to start doing that. I highly recommend a great eye cream from Artistry. It's our Youth Extend eye cream. It definitely helps slow down the aging process, helps reduce the appearance of under eye circles. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more on the Cupid's bow. See, shiny. Okay, And I'm very particular. Get a little bit more shine, because clearly that's what we're going for in this look. Okay. All right. So now we are done with that, and I am going to go back with a liner brush, back to my smoky eye. Going back to our smoky nights. So I want to do my under eyes. Can you all see that? So pretty. And the finger is an easy way for these shadows to work. And then before it dries, just lighten it up a little bit so it's not quite so of a boom under your eye, unless that's what you like. This is all, you know, just personal preference, friends. I am still very much in the learning stages of doing makeup. I didn't really get into all the new techniques and the latest trends and all that stuff until much more recently, probably within the last year and a half, I would say, is when I really started to go for the trends. Anywho, so now we are going to focus on the dynamic duo. So what this is a base primer for your mascara and our 3-in-1 Artistry Studio. Is that upside down? Yes, it is. Artistry Studio Lash Blasting Mascara. So the base primer, you can see, is neutral color. And what this does is it boosts your volume 80% on your lashes. See the nude color. Okay, so this is your best friend right here, because you can see there is a top. The top is a little bit longer bristle, and the bottom is a little bit shorter. So this also, you can see right here, has a twisty, so it expands and contracts. But first of all, you're going to want to start with the long side to elongate your lashes. Bouncing off the top helps curl. Still figuring out how to wiggle it through my lashes, y'all. You don't have to be perfect at doing your makeup for it to look good. See how much that is a difference already? Never do more than just dip in and out your mascara. Don't wiggle it around because that will create air bubbles and your mascara will not last as long. Okay, see, that's just one coat after the base primer. Okay, so now we are going to contract this brush. We're still going to be using the shorter bristles, the multi-row side. This top row, you can see it's affectionately known as the mohawk side. So now we're volumizing this. See the difference? Look at that. All right. The volume is what I do on the bottom as well. I don't elongate my volume or my bottom lashes because I have pretty long eyelashes as it is, and I like to focus more on the top. See? Okay. Now we are going to go back to the long, and now this is where we use this mohawk side. And this just goes in and separates. We are just getting all in there today. See? All right, cute stuff, right? All right. Ain't nobody got time for black under their eyes. Okay. Fixed that. See? Look at those lashes. Lashes. Sky high, friends. Okay, so now that we have all of that awesomeness, got some good color and some shine, and obviously the shimmer on our eyeballs. So now I'm going to do some lips. I am using number 18 in our signature color lipstick. I normally would be using a 2-in-1 matte lip crayon for you guys, but I do not have a reddish color that would go well with this yet. So super pigmented color. this lipstick because of how moisturizing it is. I don't know about you friends, but I hate dry lips, especially during this time of year. It is just ridiculous. So therefore, I wanted something moisturizing, and you know, I am completely sold out to this Artistry brand. Don't mind me. Just looking for this. Okay, so I love this Artistry brand because of how versatile it is. So I'm using our liquid lipstick from our Paris collection in Notre Dame Nude, and I'm just going to take a little bit, put it on my finger. Excuse me. Just to kind of tone down this color a little bit. All right. What do we think? I like it. Super shimmery, super fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will be posting a list of the products I used. And I look forward to helping you guys doing some shopping for the holidays. Stay tuned. We are going to be doing some Black Friday specials. I am super excited to offer these to you guys, and I look forward to it. I'll talk to you soon.